Hello, this is Jerry McDonald. It's Thursday, September 7th. This is your Raiders report for today. Item number one, based on the amount of web traffic yesterday when it was reported that Khalil Mack had missed a practice with a knee injury, the first order of business should be to let you know that Mack was full and all systems appear to be go for Sunday against the Titans. He was not limited in any way in practice, so that appears not to be a problem. Everybody can breathe easy on that front. As for place kicker Sebastian Janikowski, since yesterday's report, he has reportedly agreed to reduce his salary from $4,050,000 to $3 million, with the chance to make back $250,000 in incentives. So that'll be at least a pay cut of about $750,000 for the last year of his Raiders contract. For the incentive of making 83% of his kicks, field goal attempts, he hit 82.9 last year, and he's exceeded that figure 4 times in his career. Most often when he doesn't make it, it's because of the longer kicks of 50 yards or more, of which he is 55 of 100 for his career. Janikowski does have a back injury, but he has been practicing limited. They haven't brought in another kicker. It appears he'll kick, but with a back, I guess you never know. So I guess there's always the possibility that Giorgio Tavecchio, or one of the 3 kickers they tried out, could wind up joining the team and going to Tennessee if necessary. A lot of talk about the Raiders defense with Ken Norton Jr. today at the podium. Obviously the Raiders are number 26 overall last year. The general consensus seems to be that the Raiders can go as far as their defense can take them, because everybody assumes that their offense is going to be very good. The better the Raiders defense is, the better the Raiders will be. Reggie Nelson, when asked today about what he thought about the progress of the defense, laughed and said, "Ask me next week." It's because we're going to see a lot of things on against Tennessee that we have not seen from the Raiders all preseason. It will have a couple of rookies in the starting lineup at least, and defensive tackle Eddie Vanderdoes and middle linebacker Markel Lee, it appears. As for Garyon Conley is still limited in practice, and Norton sounded a little dubious today when asked what Conley could do. Talked about his rust and the fact that he had missed a lot of practices. Offensive coordinator Todd Downing, meanwhile, will make his debut as the Raiders' offensive coordinator / play caller after 2 years as a quarterbacks coach against none other than Dick LeBeau, who's been in the NFL for 59 years as a player and coordinator, and the inventor of the zone blitz, and one of the most respected defensive coordinators in the history of the sport. Downing said today that he considers it an honor to open against LeBeau.
I have respect for Coach LeBeau. Unbelievable career as a player, and I was with the Lions previously in my career, so I know what he did as a player, what he accomplished there. He's got a gold jacket for a reason. Just an unbelievable football mind, and I have a lot of respect for him, so it makes it fun to have the first regular season game against a guy like that. Obviously well coached, right, and not a lot of mental errors, very sound defense. They're a unit that you can bank on being where they're supposed to be, and so for us it's a challenge offensively to make sure that we attack them in the right way and make sure that we're on our details as well.
As for other injuries, Amari Cooper was upgraded to full from limited with a knee injury. Corey James was still limited with a knee injury, and Kelechi Osemele was upgraded from limited to full with wrist and ankle injuries. I've written a story on Michael Crabtree, a lengthy profile that we'll post tomorrow morning real early, so I might want to check that out. This is Jerry McDonald from the Bay Area News Group.